This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI Studios in Toronto, Canada.
Hey Toronto, this is Ed Sheeran.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
Hi, this is Bryan Adams.
This is Adele.
This is Madonna.
It's Michael Bublé, and you're listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep Show. It's fun. They're amazing.
Okay, so yesterday morning, we were back for the first day after the holidays. We're all warm and fuzzy, fist bumping and high-fiving and hugging. How were your holidays? I don't know. How were your holidays? Oh, what did you do for Neil? What did you do?
Producer Steph and I were chest bumping, just so you know.
Yeah, great. Wonderful. Look painful. And during this nice little catch-up, and I haven't seen you guys for 3 weeks, you just casually work into the conversation. Oh, yeah, when I was over at Steph's over the holidays. What? Full stop. You know how much I want to hang outside of work. I haven't seen you outside of work in, I don't know, like a year? You and Steph are planning get-togethers? I need to know everything. How did it happen? Who was there? Was it good for you?
The reason why you guys don't hang out is you ask too much. You just gotta let it happen.
I don't ask that much. And then, can I tell you? Pooja has the audacity to text me after she knows I'm sick. After she knows I'm sick, I've posted it on my Instagram. I've texted her, be like, I'm not feeling well. She goes, oh, too bad. I was going to invite you over this weekend to see the kids, but we're finally better and you're sick, so not going to happen. What? You're going to give me an after-the-fact invite?
I went. It was good. No, I didn't. Oh my gosh. Your face. Wow.
No, but I did go to producer Steph's house. We found out we live very close to one another. Mm-hmm. And we, it was the holidays. We exchanged some gifts. We had a good chat. I got to meet her partner. It was really nice. And then we started a book club.
Yeah.
Because we both enjoy reading the same kind of literature.
Was it planned or was it impromptu? I need to know. How much premeditation? Was this a crime of passion or was this like manslaughter?
It was planned.
It was planned.
It was planned.
It was planned. And we also knew that we weren't going to tell you. So there was a little bit of,
But you did tell me live on air, and you watched my heart break in real time. You can pinpoint the moment it broke like Ralph Wiggum.
There was a split second where I was honestly going to try and get Pooja. When she told me she was coming, I was going to call you and tell you to show up so that Pooja would be like, what? And then we would have got Pooja that you don't hang out with her. And I was like, no, I'm just going to hang out with Pooja.
Oh, and sorry, there's one part that I didn't tell you. The kids came too.
Oh yeah.
So she got to meet Sia and Bodhi.
And they had so much fun with Simona.
Now you're
and
just
after they were coloring.
No. I'm trying to hang out with the kids, and now Steph is hanging out with the kids?
Well, and Coda, her dog.
Yeah, Coda's great.
Coda. And now they want a dog because they were, they got all the love from Coda.
They didn't want a dog after they met Coffee the Pooch?
I mean, it was so brief. We had a lot more time together.
They went in the backyard, they played, they built a snowman.
Were you guys at least both thinking of me the whole time?
No.
I mean, the kids ask about Auntie Steph all the time now.
Can you at least look me in the eye and tell me it meant nothing?
We were on a break. It was the Christmas break.
Don't like either of you right now.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to take it anymore day. That's what day it is.
Oh, yeah.
There's actual day dedicated to not taking it anymore.
I see a fire in your eyes. Is today the day for you?
Well, I think there's so many people who talk about toxic relationships, whether it's friendships or family or, your
or
partner.
Work spouses.
Or bosses or, yes, colleagues.
Hold on. Is this an intervention? What's happening?
No. But this is really that reminder that there's, sometimes you just need to separate yourself from certain people, and you need to stand up for yourself. You got to say, I'm not going to take this anymore. I'm not going to keep doing this because it's not good for me.
You're not a doormat. You're my co-host.
Yes, exactly. Wait, is there something going on between us that I don't know about?
I don't know. You tell me.
No, I'm good.
You came in on Twisted Sister and you're staring through my soul.
No, but I will say when I was younger, I was very passive, to the point where I went to, at the time it was Boots, the drugstore, and I got 2 pairs of stockings, and one was 99 cents and the other one was $5, and the cashier rung in the $5 one twice.
No.
And I didn't say anything.
$5 in the 80s. That's like $1 million now.
It's a lot. And I didn't say anything. And then I just went home and I was like, oh, I should have said, and I knew, but I didn't say anything in that moment because I didn't like the confrontation and I didn't want to stand up and say something.
Side note, here's your ethics test. What if she had rang in the 99 cent one twice? Would you have said something?
I would have said something.
Oh, wow.
I definitely would have said something.
So you'd stand up for ethics, but you wouldn't stand up for your own rights?
Yeah. Yeah. And so my sister gave me a big lecture about how, like, you can't do that. Like, you knew it was going, it's different if you didn't realize, but you knew it and you still didn't say anything. Like, you got to stand up for yourself, whatever. So I'm all fired up. It's like 2 days later, and I went to go pick up a pizza. You remember the walk-in specials at pizza stores?
Love a walk-in special.
$6.99 walk-in special.
So good. And it's still piping hot when you walk in.
So good. So I went to go get the walk-in special. I'm in the parking lot and trying to park. There's no parking spots. Finally get one. I'm signaling. I'm waiting. Guy gets out of the parking spot and another guy just goes right into the spot. And I was there waiting.
So you rear-ended him. You're not going to take it.
No. So I'm like, I'm going to go confront him. So I get out of the car and I'm like, hey, you, mister, I was waiting and you saw me and you parked here anyway. And that's not nice. And the guy's like, oh, okay, sure, you were waiting. And I was like, oh, yeah, I was waiting. And I signaled. He's like, okay. He's like, I believe you. And I'm like, okay, well, I was waiting, sir. And he's like, all right. And then he's like, so do you want me to move the car? And I was like, yes. And he's like, okay. He's like, I really didn't see you. And I was like,
oh, he wasn't being sarcastic.
No, I took it as sarcasm because I was so fired up, but he really just didn't see me. So he got in his car, he moved the car out, let me park. And I was like, thank you. And appreciate you. And, that would have been great if I just never had to see him again. But then I went into the pizza store to pick up my walk-in special, and guess who came in behind me? And so then we both stood there while we waited for our pizzas to be made.
Wow.
I just confronted him.
And I know how bad you are at small talk. Did
Yes,
you try to be
I
like,
tried.
so how about those expos?
Yeah. Then I tried to be nice after I just yelled at the guy who didn't, unintentionally took my spot. But the point is, I wasn't going to take it anymore. And I was going to stand up for myself. And from that day forward, I started, kind of.
Just word of advice, if you're listening to this and you're fired up by Pooja's story and you want to stand up for yourself for the first time, maybe the first place to stand up for yourself is not on the road because something happens to people in the car. That story could have gone many different ways.
Yes.
Maybe do it at Boots.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
So this past weekend on Sunday was the biggest day for dating apps when it comes to usage. I guess for whatever reason, on that Sunday, there's something psychological that happens where a bunch of people are like, you know what? This is the day to go look for love. And dating apps in particular were used the most on what they call Dating Sunday.
Dating Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? The psychology actually kind of makes sense, right? Because the holidays are a time you reflect, you take stock of your life. The holidays can also be a very lonely time. Mm-hmm. And it's a time you make resolutions. So maybe a resolution for a lot of people is like, I want to meet someone this year. I want to get into a serious relationship or several unserious relationships.
Whatever it might be.
Whatever it might be. But you'd maybe decide, okay, I'm going to spend money on because they all cost money. Like I'm going to spend money on a dating app membership and I'm going to go on and this is the day.
Yeah, I was reading an article and this one woman said that, on New Year's Eve, she was hugging a complete stranger. And she's like, that was sort of it for me. It was like, what am I doing? I'm hugging a complete stranger on New Year's Eve because I don't have someone in my life.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And so come the New Year on Dating Sunday.
Should have hung some mistletoe.
Well, I mean, as one does, just walking around with some.
Yeah.
She decided that, she was going to go looking for love.
Okay.
So, I know you're not on the apps, okay?
No.
But you are my single friend. Is this something?
The only one?
Well,
You only have one single friend?
I don't have a lot of single friends.
Wow.
Yeah,
Didn't
maybe a
realize-
handful. Maybe
didn't
a
realize
handful.
we were going extinct.
Well, you're not going extinct. I think it's sort of a new wave.
I better procreate before my kind dies off.
It's just a new wave. It's a new way of people being more secure and happy on their own. So it's a little tougher to find your life partner. That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. So with that, have you thought about going on the apps? Is this something that might be something that's worth your while?
Well, I will say my mom is getting tired of me just showing up on Sundays with my granddaughter, with her granddaughter.
Oh, a granddaughter.
Granddaughter.
That's so cute.
I came up with that, coined it. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm going to be going on the apps currently. It comes in waves, and
maybe you just need help with the profile. Maybe I can help you with your profile, and then you'll feel better about it.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You, my friend of 15 years, who's refused to set me up ever,
Yeah.
Despite several still attractive friends. You refuse to set me up ever, but you want to do my dating profile.
Okay, the truth is I've already actually come up with one. Can I just read it to you? It's just, it's a rough draft. I worked on it last night.
Great.
Okay.
Lay it on me.
So your profile title would be Doggo Dad Seeking His Leafs Lover. Okay, do you like that?
Very tabloidy, but okay, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
About me section. Sup? I'm Gurdeep, 41, proud dad to a top-tier pupper who's better company than most humans. Looking for a part-time weekend girlfriend. Monday through Friday is for work, gym, and my doggo. If you're into dogs, hockey, Leafs forever, and the occasional pizza binge, we might just vibe. Bonus points if you can deal with my abreves, because who has time to say all the words? What I'm looking for? Girl next door vibes. Think cozy, not Kardashian. Can whip up a dish that tastes like my mom's Mutton paneer.
Oh.
Pizza enthusiast. Pineapple is non-negotiable. Likes hats, but on backwards. Quirks you'll need to love or tolerate. I say pos instead of possibly and defs instead of definitely. It's efficient, not weird. My doggo gets shotgun, non-negotiable. I'm a Leafs fan. I believe every season could be our year. So if you're here for Go Habs Go, this isn't going to work. And finally, I hope you like gift cards. What do you think? Right?
That is fire. The only line I think I would change is if you're here for Go Habs Go, this is going to be a No Habs No. But the rest of it...
Pretty good, right?
Yeah. You might have run out of the character limit about a quarter of the way through.
Yeah.
I don't know that many women are going to... They may look at that and go TLDR, too long, didn't read. Mm-hmm. But it slaps, Steph.
That's good. Yeah, you can just shorten a couple more words in there. It'll make
I know. If I do that, nobody will understand it, but it will be fine because who needs to communicate in a relationship?
Non-negotiable is good. I'm going to use that. If nothing else, I'm going to start saying non-negotiable.
Good luck dating.
Thanks.
The Pooja and Gurdeep Podcast.
This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
You will not believe what happened over the holidays, what Coffee The Pooch did to me, her dad.
How is it possible that Coffee the Pooch could do anything other than be cute and adorable?
Well, that's the crazy part. It was still kind of cute when she did this. So I was heading to Niagara Falls over the weekend, and I was driving there, stopped at a gas station to fill up gas, and I was just quickly popping out. So I didn't even, I don't like driving with a jacket on because it's too bulky. So hung the jacket on the back of my seat, quickly got out to fill up gas. It's a small tank, didn't put the jacket on. And Coffee gets up on the window to just kind of look at me while she's, on the door sort of arm. And as she does that, I don't know why this has never happened before because I've had this car for 15 years. She hits the lock button.
No.
Keys in the car. Car's off, but the keys are still in the ignition. And she locks the car. And the windows are up because it's
I was going to say, but the windows are down.
No, the windows are up.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because it was very cold. And I thought it was cute for a second. I went haha. And then I go, oh, wait. And I don't have one of these newfangled cars where you can unlock it with your phone. There's no app. It's an old school car with a turnkey.
Oh, my goodness.
I was locked out.
Coffee.
No jacket. Thankfully, I had my phone. And I was about 20 minutes outside Toronto. I called my brother and I go, bro, I need you to get my spare key and come meet me at this gas station, at this Shell.
Oh, that's a good brother.
That's a good brother, right? Thankfully, he was off. And so I'm like, I got to warm up. So I go inside to the gas station. I tell the people hey, my dog locked me out of my car, as one does. Can I wait in here? And the guy's like, sure. But
He's like, sure, you're the fourth one.
Fourth one today. But I see from the car, Coffee, who has separation anxiety, like a lot of dogs do, is freaking out because she's probably wondering what's going on. Like the car's kind of on. I'm gone for...
I've witnessed this with Coffee where you'll just leave for a second and she starts squealing and come back. Where did you go? So you couldn't go for long.
No, I went back outside. I waited outside the car to calm her down for about 15, 20 minutes. No jacket! Thermals and a sweatshirt, thankfully. My brother showed up with the spare set, and off I went to Niagara Falls. And
thank goodness you had a spare set. Thank goodness your brother was available.
Yeah.
And thank goodness you took your phone with you.
Otherwise, it would have been a CAA call or whatever, right? Yeah, if my phone was in the car, that would have been a problem. I had to get my air miles. That's why I had my phone. It was very inconvenient. And when I got in the car, she's just like, hey, what's up? I had no idea what happened, ready to play. I'm chilled to the bone. And I'm like, Coffee! Yeah.
Probably not the worst. Is it the worst thing that she's ever done? It's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
When she ate my AirPods, I think that was more expensive.
Yes. Yeah.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep Podcast.
I was heading to Niagara Falls and stopped at a gas station. Coffee the Pooch was all excited, got up on the arm while I was outside the car filling up gas. She hit the button and locked me out of the car.
So she's in the car, you're locked out.
With no jacket outside of the car. And she
Why
locked
aren't you wearing
me,
a jacket?
Because it's a quick pump of gas and I don't drive with a jacket on because it makes me too bulky. And I locked me out of the car. I had to wait outside because Coffee didn't want me to leave. Call my brother, bring the spare key. Yeah. Thanks, Coffee. And it got me wondering, what is the worst thing your pet has ever done?
I guess you didn't have a little pep talk afterwards. A pup talk afterwards.
A pup talk. I tried to. She didn't understand.
She wasn't into it. She was like, "Hey, welcome back." What is the worst thing that your pet has ever done? Let's go to Peter in Toronto. What's that for you?
My dog ate all my Christmas food on Christmas Day.
What?
When I woke up, we were going crazy looking for everything there.
Like the whole Christmas meal?
We had a turkey on the table. You know, I ate everything there.
Oh, no.
I know.
What kind of dog, Peter?
Pit bull.
Oh, man.
Wow. And then did you have family coming over? Like, did
Yes.
you have anything to feed them?
Dog food.
Yeah.
Dogs are the best, though, right? Thanks for the call.
You're welcome. Have a good day there.
You
too.
too. His Christmas turkey got eaten by Mr. Worldwide. Scott from Cambridge, what's the worst thing your pet's ever done?
Just this past Christmas Eve, I had the tree put up with the angel and all the decorations and, of course, the lights. And I have Siamese cats, and apparently they didn't like this new addition. They didn't have them before. And, apparently the tree went right over. And the water on the bowl, everything was... I just kind of looked and went, yeah, okay, whatever.
In that scenario, do you even bother putting it back up? Because won't they just go at it again?
Actually, what's funny was I kind of I put it back up and they kind of just looked at it, so they didn't bother to attack it again.
How strong are these cats? Did they just full Kiefer Sutherland into this tree, just like jump into it, knock it over?
Yeah, they just kind of looked at it and they're kind of like, nah, we don't like this. You know, this isn't staying here. We're gonna try and get rid of it.
Jack Bauer's got nothing on your cat. Scott, thanks for sharing.
Oh, you're welcome. I love your station.
Oh, appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you for listening and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you.
Also, I just have to Google Kiefer Sutherland running into a tree. Is that a thing?
Oh, you haven't seen that clip?
No.
YouTube it? Oh, please, if you have not seen this clip, Google Kiefer Sutherland Christmas tree. You will see him. He says something about a pirate, hands someone his drink, and then just flies into the tree.
Okay.
I think he might have had a couple.
Let's go to Anthony in Stouffville. What's that for you?
So I took my tortoise out of its tank and I'm walking to show off like my family and my friends, and it starts peeing all over me. And I forgot that when the tortoise pees, that's its defense mechanism.
Oh, it pees out of defense. I've done that before.
The tortoise and the Honda.
Oh, my goodness. Why was it in defense mode?
I don't know, but it was just weird. Oh, and then I had to put it, I was running, and it peed all over the floor, and I'm running back to the tank fast before it peed all over me, and I'm getting soaked with pee.
Oh, man. That is a wild story. We've got a cat, we've got a dog, and now a tortoise.
Yes.
Holy smoke.
Anthony, your parents probably had to do some laundry, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad you survived the ordeal. That sounds harrowing. Anthony, thank you for listening, my friend, and thanks for sharing. You have a great day at school, okay?
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Listen to Pooja and Gurdeep live weekday mornings from 5 to 9.
Only on 98.1 CHFI.
Toronto's perfect music mix.